This is
Jess,
Lily.
Gracie.
Today's video will be the Shetland Games. So now to explain the points. So for the show jumping, we're going to be doing an accumulator. If you don't know what that is, it means the fences get more difficult as they go on. And at the end we have a joker fence, which the Shetlands will receive extra points if they clear it. The accumulator is based on time, and for every stop or pole they have, they will have 2 seconds added to their overall time. Then we will move on to the cross country. Now, similarly to the show jumping, we also have a joker in the cross country. If they clear that, they will have 2 points taken off their show jumping time. And at the end of the event, it is the Shetland, or the team of Shetlands, with the lowest overall score, so the shortest time, that will win the event. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the SHETTY Games. And by the looks of things, we are ready to get underway in the ring. Where is the on-grounds photographer? Ah, there she is. Off she goes. Ready to get into position. Well, it looks like the first to get underway is Kate Lewis with her first Shetland, Macy. And off she goes and start the clock. This is looking fast. It took a little bit of resistance on the turn, but there she goes to fence 3. Back to fence 4. How's she going to handle this? She doesn't turn too easy, but it looks like she's getting there. Over fence 4, over fence 5. Now, which fence is she going to take? Is she going to take the joker? And she does! Wow, would you look at that time on the clock? 18:13, and with 2 seconds taken off for clearing the joker, that gives her 16:13, her total from the first round. What a round there from Macy. And it looks like next to go we have Lily Chandler and Tiny. This is a very new combination. It'll be interesting to see how they get on in today's SHETTY Games. This is one of Tiny's first ever SHETTY Games, and he hasn't done much jumping or training at all. He's just shown up and hoped for the best, much like we all do nowadays when we go to a show. And here they go, over the first, the clock starts. And they're flying to the second. Oh, a lot of resistance there. Tiny threatening not to turn to the third fence, but Lily's handling it well. She's handling it well, and he is over the third fence. He needs to pick up the pace now, though, if he is going to... What is Jess doing in the corner? He's over fence 5, and they need to get to the joker, but he needs to hurry. Is he going to clear it? Come on, Tiny, over the joker, and he clears it. She needed that couple of seconds taken off her time. So it looks like Gracie Tight and Timmy are the next combination to get underway on the course. Again, a new combination, but not new to the SHETTY Games. Here he goes. Off goes Timmy and Gracie Tight. Though they're going fast, that's a lovely turn out of fence 2, back to fence 3. Round to fence 4, how is that turn gonna go? Oh, and they've missed it. They've missed it. That's going to be 2 seconds to add to their time, but she's on again. She's not wasting any time here. Which fence is she going to take, the joker or the alternative? Oh, and it looks like she's got problems with the joker, but the time is still ticking. Back round to the joker. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. 33, and he's up and over. Stop the clock. So that final time of 33.28 for Gracie there, and 4 seconds to add for the penalties, but then 2 to take off for clearing the Joker, so it's just 2 seconds to add to give her 35.28. Next in the accumulator and next to come onto the course is Jessica Hewlett, and she is handling Diddy today. Diddy, new to the Shetty games, has only done one of these Shetty games before, and I will tell you it didn't go very well. So let's hope he does better today. Jessica Hewlett and Diddy, and off they go, round into the second turn. Come on, Diddy. The camera woman is on point today. Well done, Gracie. And rounding back to fence 4, how is she going to make this turn the most difficult turn on the course? And it's beautiful, beautifully done, and she's clear. She's heading to the last. Is she going to take the Joker? Is he going to do it? And he's flown it! What a flawless round, nothing to add there. 2 seconds to take off a time of 21.99, which gives her 19.99. Back to Kate Lewis now with her second Shetty to handle, and it is Rue, Buckaroo Rue, next to go. And this is one of the amateur Shetlands, but he doesn't look like an amateur today. Eating up the ground today. Beautiful turn out of the second fence. Back round to fence 4 now. How is he going to make this turn? Kate taking him quite tight but slowly, and he's over it. Back round to fence 5. Is she going to do the Joker? Looks like she's heading for the she's done the optional, so no time to add. So that is a finishing time for Rue of 18.84. So it's Lily Chandler now with her second ride. It is Mist, or Sea Mist as she is known, and she's off. This is a very nervy pony. Again, her first ever Shetty games. And she looks like she's having a few issues on that first turn out of 2, but she's over 3. And she's away around into the next turn. Back to 4, very tight turn. Lovely turn there from Lily. A little bit of confusion there. Oh, and she's got some faults there. That's 2 seconds to add. Is she going to go for the Joker and get rid of those 2 seconds? She's going for the Joker. Oh, and unfortunately missed a stop to the Joker. There's 4 seconds to add to her time, but the clock is still ticking. Lily really needs to make up this time now. Mist is not cooperating very well at all, but she's coming back around. Oh, she's going for the optional, and she's over. Stop the clock. So that is 4 seconds to add to a time of 41.62. So that is 45.62. Gracie tight back next with Tiffin. Now, Tiffin is no stranger to the Shetland Games, our oldest competitor, aged 19 years old, and away he goes. He's over the first and into the second turn. Don't let his age fool you, he can be very fast, although it doesn't look like it today. But that was a nice turn. Oh, and back to fence 3, has fence 3 down. That's going to cost her 2 seconds onto her time so far. Back up over fence 4. Over fence 5, which he did as canterpoles. Interesting. To the Joker. Is she going to make the Joker? Oh, and she's having problems at the Joker, but the time is still ticking. Come on, Gracie, let's go. And it looks like she's heading for the Joker again. Maybe a mistake. And he stopped again. Unfortunately, this is a disaster for Gracie, as you can see by her face. But she's coming around, coming to the optional now. Come on, Gracie. And stop the clock. Wow, unfortunately not feeling his best today. With a time of 51.41 and 6 seconds to add. That gives her a time of 57.41. Now for our last to go in the accumulator. It is Jessica Hewlett with her second Shetland to handle. It is Dolly Daydream. Off she goes. Brand new to the Shetty games, here's Dolly. She's a novice Shetty, but Jess is making this look easy. Turning back to fence 3. Dolly is the biggest Shetland in the competition, so these turns are bound to be a little difficult. She's having a few problems there, but she's up and over the next fence. Back to fence 5. Oh, she's had fence 5. That's 2 seconds to add to the time. But she's going for the optional, and she clears it by miles. What a round. That actually puts Jess in a very good position heading into the cross country. She finishes on a time there of 22.72. With 2 to add for that pole gives her 24.72. So welcome to the cross country now, everyone, and here's Macy. Just got underway in the cross country. Now Macy needs a clear round to secure that top spot and the win in the Shetty games. Here she comes to fence. She's got problems at fence 2. She's had a run out at fence 2. That's 2 seconds to add to her show jumping time. Kate's doing it again. She has to clear it if she wants to have that 2 seconds removed. And she's up and over. She can't turn a circle though, that's extra points. Come on, Kate. You can do it. No circle turn there. And she's coming to the bounce. She's over the bounce and off to the corner now. This is looking a strong round over the corner with just 1 to go. She's got to get over the water. Realigning and she's over. That was a good round there from Kate and Macy as she gives us some praise at the end. Let's see those replays. So as you can see, we had a few problems there at fence 2. That would have been 2 seconds to add, but luckily for Kate, she took her round again and that gamble paid off. Clearing fence 2, she stays on her time of 16:13. Lily Chandler now with Tiny. Tiny has never done cross country in his life, which you can see a little bit of resistance there, but cleared fence 1 by miles. Coming to fence 2 now, that filler. And he's stopped. That's going to be 2 seconds to add to his show jumping time unless she can do it again. Come on, Lily, you've got this. Come on, Lily. Over fence 2, over that plank. Oh, and it's a run out. Unfortunately, she stays on that 2 seconds to add and she's moving on. Coming round to the bounce now. She needs a clear round now to secure her position. Beautifully done. Coming to the corner now. Come on, Tiny. Oh, and it looks like she's got some problems at the corner. Lily's doing the splits over the corner fence. The first rail has fallen, and it looks like we need to reset the course a little bit before he tries again. And he's up and over the corner on the second attempt. A big scopy jump over that one as he comes to the final fence, which is the water, and he's over it. 29.96. Gracie Tite and Timmy are next to get underway in the cross country. Now Gracie is having issues at the first, but Timmy is over it. In the first round, Gracie did clear the Joker in the end, so she is on a time of 35.28, but she needs to have a good cross country round, and unfortunately she's had some faults at fence 2, but it looks like she's trying again. Is she going to get over it this time? She needs to clear it to get those points. And she's cleared it! So that will be 2 seconds to take off her show jumping time. And he's over the bounce. Beautifully done there at the bounce. As he comes to the corner. And he's up and over the corner. Beautiful jump. Very scopy there. And he's coming to the water tree. Needs to clear it. And he's done it. A fantastic round there from Gracie and Timmy. Look at the scope he gives over those fences. Never done cross country before in his life. Jessica Hewlett and Diddy are next to go. Now, this combination finished on a very good score from round 1. They're trying oh my goodness, she's cleared it. She's cleared fence 2, the Joker in the cross country. This is looking very strong. Wow. He's going very, very well for Jess. Coming to the corner now. Is she going to clear it? Oh, wow. A few issues there. Let's see an action replay. Oh my goodness, what was that? I'm pretty sure it still counts, and she's heading to the last, and she's over the water. It's a foot perfect round, double clear there for Jessica Hewlett and Diddy. Kate Lewis back now with her second Shetty to handle. It is Rue. Now Rue, remember, is just an amateur show jumper and Shetty games contestant, and she's coming. I think she's going to attempt fence 2. And he's done it! He's done it! That does count! That does count! As we've just seen with Diddy and Jess at the corner, they do count if they attempt and clear the height of the fence without knocking it. As she's heading to the corner now, did the bounce beautifully over the corner. This could be another flawless round from Kate and secure the victory. Don't do a circle, and she's done it! She's done it! She's secured victory! A fantastic round there from Rue, who looks like he's diverting straight to the bucket of food. Lily Chandler and Mist now next to go. Having a little look at those tyres at fence 1, but she's off. Looking clean as ever. It looks like Lily has opted not to take the chance at the second fence. Handlers can pass on that second fence if they feel like their Shetland is not capable of doing it. Remember, this is just for fun. We do not want to scare any of these Shetlands. And she's over the corner. This is looking like a very good round here for Mist, really redeeming herself from that show jumping round. And she's over. She's done the water. A lovely round to finish on for this very nervous little Shetland. Looks like Lily's getting some treats out there. Beautifully did those fences. A little look at those tyres at fence 1, but over the corner and the water beautifully. So Gracie Tite is back now with the penultimate Shetland now. It is Tiffin. Tiffin jumped a very slow round from the first round, but it looks like he's moving well now. Here comes Gracie to the second fence. She's taking the risk, and he hasn't taken it. She's passing on that second fence now. Over to the bounce now for Tiffin. Beautifully through the bounds. Remember, Tiffin is nearly 20 years old. He is moving extremely well across this course. Oh, and he's stopped at the corner. It's unfortunate fault at the corner for Gracie and Tiffin. But she's coming back round to the corner. Hopefully he'll add more confidence. Beautifully done there for Tiffin. As he comes to the last, he's got to clear the last. And he's done very well there. Beautiful round there for Gracie Tite and Tiffin. So we've reached the final Shetland of the day. It is Jessica Hewlett and Dolly. And did she just stand in the tyre? Well, I guess it counts. Looks like Jess is also passing on fence number 2, but she's coming round to the bounce now. Over the bounce beautifully for that bigger Shetland there. That stride, she had to really shorten up in there. Is she going to clear the corner? Yes, she has! She's done it. A few issues there, but Jess is thrilled with her. She comes to the last. Beautifully done. Another lovely clear cross country. So Macy and Rue are the winners of the first Shetty Games of 2019. Macy was also the individual champion of the Shetty Games. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you next week with another video.